the new Knicks. Let's get it. Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down.
That's quick.
Yeah.
Yo, Phil.
What's poppin'?
What's up? We're on standby.
No, sir. We are live.
Oh, we on live. What's going on? Why can't I see you guys?
Turn your camera on.
Hang on a second. Let me see what's going on.
Hey, Dwight. I can barely hear you on YouTube, Dwight.
I don't see Dwight.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm. You hear me? Let me get my headset.
Yo.
Let me get my headset. I don't see Dwight.
Yeah, your mic
Check,
is
check,
not on.
check,
What's
check,
going
check,
on,
check.
ladies?
Y'all hear me?
I hear you now, Dwight. I hear.
Yep. I may have missed the intro then. My bad, but all right, we getting it. We getting it, y'all.
Technical difficulties.
I hear you.
You guys hear me loud and clear? I need my headphones.
I got you, my guy. I got you. I see you.
It's okay. It's still a dry run.
Yo,
Talk to him, new Knicks.
what's
Knicks
poppin',
in the
everybody?
house.
What's going on, my family in the background? You know what I mean? What's going on to Knicks Nation Worldwide? I want to welcome y'all to the Organic Fanatic Show. You know what I mean? Brought to you by the new Knicks. You know what I mean? And here with my brother, the host. I'm the co-host, and my cousin Mike in the background trying to get his mic right.
What's up, Knicks Nation? Welcome to
everybody.
the Organic Fanatic Show.
Yeah. Welcome everybody. Welcome home.
Yep.
What's on, D?
We got a big weekend. 9 days off. Much needed rest. What y'all think about sole possession of sixth place? Talk to him.
We are falling into Tom Thibodeau's evil plan. His scheming is working. His plan that he's devised, just everybody shut up and listen to the coach. Fall in line. Here we go. All aboard.
All right. So how do you think? Okay. So we in sixth place. We got 9 days of rest. All right. And we got the Allstar this whole weekend. So we got it the game starting. The dunk contest is tonight, ain't it? Jericho Sims.
That's
Jericho Sims.
tonight.
That's tonight.
Yeah.
So we got the dunk contest tonight, 3-point, All-Star fame, family, whatever, the celebrity game, all that stuff, Saturday, and then the All-Star Sunday. So we got Sims tonight. How do you guys think the big man's going to do on the dunk contest tonight? So how do you think he's doing? He's winning that. What do you guys feel?
All I know is, yeah, Phil.
Nah, I mean, I don't know about technique, but I know the boy can fly. And the dunk contest has been non-creative in the last few years, and with the non-creativity, I don't know. He has a good chance. I never seen nothing online leak about what he might or could do. But I know he could definitely yam it. One thing Sims could do is fly and yam that shit. Oh,
I think that's what I think. He's gonna go old school. He's gonna yam it old school style. I don't think he's gonna get too fluffy and show offish. I think he's just gonna go do some old school dunks.
So you think he's going to do something like just power dunks, something just crazy, just power
Something
dunks?
I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do. All I know is that guy got hops.
Yeah,
I call him air up there.
Well, I'm going with the lines of Dwight Howard style. That's
Okay.
his build. You know what I mean? It's not like he's gonna. I mean, unless he proves me wrong, he pull off some Vince Carter-ish. You know what I mean?
I don't see him doing that. I don't see him doing any in between the leg, 360 maybe. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I don't see him doing anything exuberant.
Yeah, I know who his teammate is, right? The last year's champion Obadiah Toppin.
Exactly. That's who he's got working with.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a little sneaky. He ain't in it this year. This is what you got to do to, and he's got his dad, Obi's dad, which is Mr. Theme Park, Mr. Dunker himself. So I think they got a little collab. I think they might surprise, sneak some people on there. I want to see him do something like high off the backboard. Something he's got to do something to just wham and surprise people.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
We'll see. He'll do good.
Because normally they don't give it to the big guys. The short guy looks more stylish because he's smaller and he needs a little more air to get up there, aka Sims.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I still got Sims winning. I think he's gonna do a surprise, something crazy because he got a lot of vert. He's up there. He's gonna be got good hang time. So we'll see. Of course,
you guys have any idea? Do you guys have any idea who's in the contest?
That's what I was about to ask. I'm about to look that up right now.
Yeah, so I know it's Jericho Sims. We got another rookie on there. We'll pull it up now. Meg, you want to pull that up there?
I'm pulling it up as you guys go ahead. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah, so we got that. And then we got Mr. Julius Randle, 2-time All-Star, 1-time All-NBA, possibly 2-time All-NBA this year.
Julius is going to be in a 3-point competition.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what he's taking over for somebody, which we'll look up here. But how do you guys think Randle's going to do in the 3-point contest?
Oh, come on, dude. That guy's shooting lights out, dude. Come on.
Now, the contest is different, though. Yeah, you got to be sitting there, grabbing the ball and form. Do you think he has a chance? I mean, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Lillard's competing in that. I don't know.
Ooh, dang, it's crazy.
Dame is crazy. I think Julius has a shot. I mean, I've seen his summer workouts when he's working with Tyler. If I'm not mistaken, it's Tyler. But I've seen him in summer workouts, and he's hit. I mean, he went around the whole circle hitting quite a bit of shots. I want to say he went at least 15 in a row the last time I saw him. So I think he has a good shot. He's really good in practice 3-point shooting. So I think he has a shot. I think it just takes somebody to get the jitters. I'll give him a second. I think he's going to be at least in the second round. I'll give him that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I haven't really been paying much attention.
So correction. Tonight the schedule is the Jordan Rising Stars practice. They have the Ruffles All-Star Celebrity Game. That's tonight, and then at 7, and then at 9 o'clock is the Jordan Rising Stars. Tomorrow is going to be the NBA All-Star practice at 1 o'clock, and then the NBA HBCU Classic presented by AT&T at 4. Then tomorrow night at 8 o'clock is the State Farm All-Star Saturday night. The Kia Skills Challenge at 8, and then the 3-point competition is at 8 o'clock tomorrow, and then the AT&T Slam Dunk Contest is tomorrow at 9.
Okay.
At 8 o'clock.
The pack weekend. What you think?
And then Sunday is the NBA Legends Award, then followed by the NBA G League. Up next game, NBA All-Star Tip-Off, and the All-Star Draft presented by Jordan Brand. And then the 72nd All-Star game is at 8:30 tomorrow on Sunday. That's what's up.
I'm interested in the Rising Stars. That's a game that I'm interested because that's the next generation. That's handing the baton. That's the Paolo Banchero. I don't know. I'm interested to see the next generation, because right now the top dogs we have are almost in the old class, I guess, our age, the older statesmen. So
right.
What'd you think about that? Who do you think is a good young talent that you would say is really good that you think you like now?
Quentin Grimes.
Spoken like a true Nick. Okay, so I'm liking that. And then, so what we got? All-Star snub. What do you think? Do you think Jalen Brunson should have been in the game?
Yes. Yeah. I feel, if he doesn't get picked, it's just gonna put a fire under his ass. That is just he's gonna come. If he doesn't get picked for the All-Star, he's gonna come in the second half of the season.
Well, it's a wrap. He didn't get selected because he's not there this weekend. So
yeah.
I think that's been some of the fuel he had. What do you think?
Okay, so check this out. For me, I would have loved to see Jalen Brunson in the All-Stars, but if he's not in, I'm good with that too, because he gets to rest. He needs to rest. He's been banged up a lot in this first half of the season. He just needs to rest and be energized and focus that energy on the second half of the season. And it'll give Hart also more time to practice with him. Or they're not supposed to practice, I think, till Wednesday, because unofficially all the teams are not supposed to be practicing till after the All-Star. So they'll probably start practicing. I heard Coach McMillan in his post game interview after the game that they lost, that they don't start till Wednesday practice.
And I think for us, we don't come on till Friday, so we got probably the longest layover of most teams, which is good for us.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have almost 9 days from yesterday.
We have a lot of guys who are in the All-Star games right now that, who are probably going to be busy all this entire weekend, and they need to rest for the next 2 or 3 days. And then we'll probably have 2 days before the game, Friday. We'll probably practice Wednesday, Thursday, and play Friday.
I like that.
And then they're going to be out here in DC and try to catch that one.
I'm feeling that. What do you think? Who do we got next? Let's see who we got next in the games. Next we play.
We play on the 24th.
Yeah, we're playing the Wizards, Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, quick. Before we jump forward, what about games that we just came from? What about the games that just
let's talk about those.
Hit it up. Go ahead. What's on your mind? Talk to them.
Listen.
Let me refresh your memory.
Refresh your memory. Well,
the last couple of games we have. So I was at the game. We beat the Magic 102-98. That was on our roll. That was we beat the set before that. So let's see the games we had in a row. So we lost to the Clippers. After we lost to the Clippers 134-128, we played 76ers. That's when we beat them 108-97. That was our first start of getting our mojo back. Then we played the Orlando Magic game. That's when I was there. We played 102-98, scrapped out. That's 2 in a row. Then we played the 76ers. Right? What happened? Yep. We was there with Raw Hebrew, killing that. And we played 76ers again. And then we body bagged them 119-108. Zip them up.
No, they beat us.
Oh, my bad. They beat us. They zipped us.
They beat us 119-108.
My bad.
We were winning for 3 quarters, and then at the end of last quarter,
they went on a run. We could have stopped at 4. My bad. That's right. They did. Yeah. They did that.
And we couldn't stop their zone.
The zone D. Yeah, you got it. You're right. So that zone defense. That zone defense. That's still something we got to work on playoffs, because that's something they're cheating on us a lot on the zone defense. So either how do you break the zone? Either you drive in which that's what RJ's been trying to do. So you got to give him props on that. He was fighting back when we made that run against the Cavs. Was it the Utah Jazz? When we played the Utah Jazz,
The
that's what
Utah Jazz.
they were trying to do that towards the end, and that's when RJ. I think they were up, and then RJ hit 7 in a row, driving into the lane. So he was trying to break into the defense.
That slump. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So he got us back
He's
into
in a little bit of a slump. Yeah.
And I think, something's up with him. What do you guys think about RJ? Do you think he's is something to worry about, the slump that he's in?
It's only obvious he's been regressing a little bit. I mean, his numbers are still, a little bit up and down, but they're more on the upside. The thing is that when you have heart on the team, now you're seeing the difference between hustle, effort, and he's a definite difference maker. And on top of that, he's ready to take people's time, So I don't know. It's kind of hard to call it, but I mean, he'll snap out of it. He'll definitely snap out of it, and just
I,
wait.
it's like I said, I think that he's still trying to nurse that finger. He still has that finger socket on. He I also didn't he get moved to the second squad?
No, he's still starting.
No, but he was the starter in the second. He's still starting in the first group, but he was also he kind of like got moved down to the second group and was like their starter on the second group.
Yeah, so he's still playing with the starters, but Tibbs is trying to, like you're saying, implement them with some of the bench players. So when the other starters are out, they're keeping RJ with the bench team. I think that's good for him. I think it'll get him out the slump that he's kind of like the main guy in the go-to guy, the third starter, the third position under, even though IQ sometimes just dominates.
Yeah, for me it seemed like I think he was probably a little upset about that, and he was kind of like went on a little bit of a slump. But then I think as he got used to it at that last game, he started picking it up a little bit. The last couple of games, he started. You could see the RJ coming back. He seemed happier. He didn't seem as down as in that Orlando game that you were talking about. He seemed very upbeat that last game when they won. When they're winning, man, at the end at the end, if they're winning, they're happy. He's happy.
Nothing cures anything like winning.
Anything like winning.
Everything.
Exactly.
Winning.
So everybody shut up and listen to the coach. He knows what he's doing. He's the only guy I see in the NBA standing on the sidelines and never sits down. I haven't seen any other coach do that.
Yeah.
For a guy his age, 63 years old.
Now you're gonna have our other fan base, other side of the fan base, right? The Fire Tips fan base that got something to say. And if y'all got it, let's see that check.
What they gotta say? What they gotta say? They ain't got nothing to say, man.
We winning. We winning, right? You can't argue we're winning. There's limited you can say about winning. We winning.
Not only that, we're 6 games above 500.
Big fact.
That's great. Yeah.
And that's something I called from the get-go. I like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Ready to I'm telling you, we're gonna go on a run. We definitely going on a run. I don't know when is
what you don't know when. It's gonna be starting in March. We're gonna go on that March Madness run.
Nah, I think right after the NBA break. Right after the
exactly break. The NBA break. Our next game is on the 24th. There's only 28 days in February.
Yeah, I think we only got like 22 more games to go, man, and we can't.
Got too many games.
You can't lose right now. This ain't no. This is the grind it out. You gotta win. You gotta win. Ain't no. We can see what happens. Let's test out this lineup. That's why it's like whatever you got right now, you gotta play at that point right now.
What's our record now? We are
right 32? Now we're 33-27. We're 9.5 games behind first.
Okay, so then we're a little bit over. So we're a little bit over 500. We're 6 games over 500 out. Let's just say we win 10 out of our last 20 games. Let's just be conservative. Still going for 43 wins for the season.
Yeah. So, which I was calling 44, which I think that's respectable considering we got new talent, new people implementing. The good thing is we're starting to click right now, as I'm seeing. We're starting to click.
Yeah.
Randall's been in the rhythm all year. Jay Brunson, JB is killer. Mr.
Yeah.
Captain Clutch himself. He's in the zone. If we can get RJ within the next 10 games to find himself, find his usual
Oh
arc.
no, he'll be back. He'll
You
be
know what I'm
back.
saying? And
He
John
just needs
Hart.
to rest.
So we looking good, man. We looking good. We
Yeah.
clicking. Sole place of 6. Even though Brooklyn did win that last game and Bridges went off 45
No, Brooklyn
points.
lost that last game.
No, I'm saying Bridges. No, did they win the last one? When Bridges
No,
was
we
playing 45 points. Not the one that
Brooklyn,
we
bro.
played them. I'm talking
No,
about
we-
their regular game that they just played. I
Oh,
want
they
to
played
say,
their last game. Their
yeah,
last game. Yeah,
I think they
yeah.
played Philly. Did they play Philly?
Yeah, no. Who was it? Was it
I want
Miami?
to say, was it Miami? It was.
Was it
I think it was
Miami?
Miami or Philly. One of them, and they Bridges went off for career high, 45 points.
hmm
So, but I still think they're gonna lose. That's a nice little vibe. He ain't gonna
On
score
that-
45 every
On
time.
that note, as we're talking about Brooklyn, and Malik Bridges, what do you guys think about the Cam Thomas situation? I'm not being too happy that his minutes are being cut.
I mean, there's always opportunity. The boy is a bucket. The boy can get. I mean, he can get. He can shoot. So Cam Thomas, he was the person that they were gonna pretty much build around at that point in time. Before they drafted him. The guy can get buckets, man.
Yeah, he's a second year guy.
Which is good. He's a good
he's-
second year guy.
So he would be still under their rookie contract
Yeah, for another 2
for another
years.
2 years.
So,
Okay,
I
so
mean,
he ain't gonna be available.
I mean, he can get points, man, and he can get them in a hurry. So I like him. He's a wing. So definitely someone you want to look out for if he's not happy to trade. I mean, I want to say he's like 6'8". So he's got the height. He's got the offensive game. He can be taught defense. Especially in the tip team.
Yeah.
And that's someone that's already got NBA experience. That's someone that's scoring at an efficient pace in the in the NBA. So that's where you talk about draft capital. Do you give up draft capital for him? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think so because he's already proven in the NBA.
Yeah, he's proven in the NBA.
He's played against NBA players, so he's ready right now.
Yeah.
So what you give him? I mean, I don't know. I can't ask that, but 3 firsts,
We don't-
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
A couple of protected. I think he's definitely worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to help Brooklyn out too much, but I mean, we do want to get that guy. I mean, we do have to pay something if we were to go after him. We'd have to give up some picks.
He's young, so for them to maybe give up on them, this is what they're thinking about right now. So either you keep Cam, who's not happy, who wants to be out, you got him at a rookie contract, or do you continue the rebuild, get rid of Bridges, which is who ideally we think we would like to get draft capital for him, and then rebuild the youth off Cam, which that's probably the route that they're going to go, where they're going to rebuild with Cam Thomas, keep a couple of the young players, get some more picks. Mikal Bridges is more in our timeline than he would be for them. As good as he is, he's 27. I mean, what you going to do? You're going to give the old veteran, and he's not even old, but a veteran.
No, he's not. He's in his prime. Yeah, he's in his prime.
Right. So you got to get what you can get from him right now. Now's the peak time.
Yeah. But
i.e. Knicks come in at this point and give some draft picks for that.
That's right, baby. But what about our guys, man? What do you think about Deuce right now? I'm liking. I liked our reserve, our backup guys. We still got Deuce, we still got Grimes there. Even though Josh Hart is starting, we still have our guys back there in the background, man. Get ready, just watching, observing, and waiting for. I think this should make them more hungry now that they kind of like have taken a step back, or the coach has taken a step back from them and using more experienced guys. More experienced guy that they can just sit there and watch and learn from, I think is going to be good. And if anything were to go down, we have them ready. We have our backup. I think we're deep. Our right now is that we still have to be deep. Our depth.
I agree. And with that, just like you said, like this, they've played already, right? So they've gotten some burn time. They've played against NBA players. They've had their ups and downs. So they've had where they were low, and then Deuce, as you were saying, he was in a rhythm. He started clicking. The team started finding him. He gets an idea of where he needs to be now. He knows where each player is going to be. He knows where Randall needs him or wants him at. He's played with the starters when Brunson was down. So he's played starter minutes. He's played with the bench. So he's already familiar with the system and where he needs to be. So now it's not like he's a deer with the eyes just
And the
I don't know where to
headlights.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Deer in the
so
headlights.
now he's familiar with it. He was rolling,
Yeah.
he was clicking, he was shooting. The shots started falling in. Does it suck that he's gonna be in the bench now? Yes and no. But now he's already got that, so which is good. So he knows if something goes down, he
Yeah.
knows where he can come
Yeah.
in, where he'd be
He-
plugged in. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
They're still
So
young, man. He still needs to get a little bit bigger, a little stronger,
yep.
and a little more skillful. He's still one of our best defenders. He's still a tiger when he gets on the court. They'll still do well.
Yeah, no, that's the best part about it. And you still get to learn from the bench. So he's came in from the bench. He started from the summer league. He's worked his way up, and then now that we're going into the playoffs, they're gonna see something that they didn't see before. So now he's looking at how Jalen Brunson plays. If Jalen Brunson goes down, where does he shoot? Where does he find the players? Where does he contribute? So he has a role already that he knows he's going to be able to contribute to. So I think that's going to be a plus. And if he's coming from the bench, he's also looking at what Josh Hart does. What Josh Hart can contribute. Hey, you know what? He's hustling. He's diving for the ball. I could do that.
Yeah,
I can
they
not
can do
only
that.
so they're seeing other things that these other contributors, these other starters, what they're doing, and maybe they can learn from that on what they can continue to contribute as well. But I
Yeah,
don't think
this
it's
is
going to be
great.
a problem. He's young too, man. He's what
Yeah,
in his second year, so this is going to be
yeah,
big as a learning curve for him. You know what I
hmm
mean? So
yeah,
I think that's going to
Yeah,
be.
I'm definitely agree with you that Leon Rose is putting the right young, hungry hoopers.
Can't see you.
Like, huh?
Your video.
Can you
Go
hear
ahead.
me?
I can hear you though. Go ahead.
All right, yeah. So, yeah, Leon Rose is definitely putting the right pieces on the board. You know what I mean? To have these other young players that we have and we drafted stay hungry and see that the competition is there. So they
hmm
need to step their game up. You know what I'm
yep,
saying?
yep,
So
yep.
I commend Leon for picking up and making all the right moves. Like I saw a comparison of Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the numbers are identical.
I know
So
I'm not seeing you
hmm
imagine,
on. I'm not seeing you
so
on YouTube.
imagine,
I'm not seeing
yeah.
you
So
live.
imagine if we would have made that move, lose half of the roster just to get Donovan on the roster, and
See if you can put your video on, because I don't think I ain't seeing you on YouTube. See if you can.
no,
I
no,
don't know. I don't know if
no,
it.
yeah,
Good.
no, I know. I had to swipe to the right.
There you go. Because
Uh,
I didn't see you on the live. Good.
so yeah. So I don't know. I think that's all the right moves are being made from up top in order to keep
It,
the
yeah,
squad. You feel what I'm
it, it,
saying?
yeah. It does say a lot about the front office and their scouting, and these guys are playing mad chess. I mean, um, it's they these guys have plans. They don't leak any information, and they come with like crazy banger when they do make a move. It's like,
Well,
whoa.
I didn't see nobody reporting on Hunt. Maybe I missed it because I've been out of the loop.
Art.
Maybe, but
No, on Hart,
I mean
nobody
Hart.
talked about Hart.
Sorry
That came
about
from
Hart.
left field. That came
Yeah,
from
that's
left
what I'm
field.
saying. A lot of people were saying Bridges and this guy and that guy, and that's why I like it. A lot of the
We
content
are
creators
under the
don't like.
radar.
Yeah, we're under the radar. Like when Steve Mills was in charge, he's holding press conferences, and then the fan base is, upset. But now when we get somebody, the right person, in my eyes, and keeps everything hush, keeps it under the table, has a MSG press conference because they don't want the outside noise interfering with our players and their thought process. You feel what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
So
exactly.
I definitely commend them, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't see Hart coming on.
No.
And
If what do you think feels gonna happen if we do well? What do you think is gonna happen with this front office if we do well this the second half of the season?
well, you know me, I'm a homer, and I always been reaching for the skies. I could see us coming out the East. I'm not.
I'm
Maybe I
thinking.
might be dreaming, but
Mm-mm.
like the way they building, and hopefully everybody, and we getting Mitch back. So all the pieces are aligning. All the pieces are aligning, bro. Sims and Hart, you know what I mean? Whitebread and Sims, they both learned a little better role, getting more time now that Mitch was out. But now when Mitch comes in, we have everybody in line ready to take over and give their 410%. You feel what I'm saying?
What I was saying was that for the next 2 years, we're probably going to be stuck with this front office.
So I don't feel stuck.
That's a good problem to have. That's a good problem to have.
That's what I'm saying. We just might be stuck with these guys for the next 2 years. At least.
Listen, the Knicks were stuck. We were stuck. So that word stuck doesn't
okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
you know where I'm going with this, right?
You know what I mean?
What? That was the old Knicks. We the new Knicks.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead, Gary.
Everything was done organically.
I see what you did there.
That's right, baby. That's why everything was done organically. We're growing organically.
Definitely.
I'm feeling this organization. The front office is fire.
It's fire, dude.
I mean, you got to think about it. How long were we in the bottom? Really? I mean, from 15 to 20 years.
Bro, we were on a treadmill for years. We were running nowhere. Like rotation of coaches. RJ had about 38 coaches. Like it's ridiculous. Now we're getting stability. We're finally getting stability, and they're not listening to the noise of the fan base and talking about fire Tibbs. Yeah, a lot of people want them fired. I'd rather rock out with the stability.
Yeah, I'd rather rock.
How you gonna want to fire Tibbs when he bring culture, our culture, to our
winning culture? Because Tibbs is all about winning, even if it's about upping his winning percentages. Yo, I'm down with that.
Winning. Growing these kids,
defense.
Development, number one, defense, of course, and the offense is really flowing like butter. What can you say?
I don't see anybody. I'm sorry, Phil. I don't see anybody on our squad that's weak. Like, we're all scary. Obi Toppin scary. He hasn't been playing minutes like that, but Obi Toppin, Obadiah, when he shoots certain threes,
and that wasn't that he didn't have either. So you got to give him props for trying to do something to get minutes and figuring it out.
No, one thing about all the youth, they're very professional.
Yeah,
they're hungry. They work for they bread. You feel what I'm saying? And on top of that, their IQ is there. So and to my point, they make the adjustment. When the adjustment needs to be made.
Exactly.
They might be maybe a step behind, in some aspects, but definitely they make the right adjustments.
Yeah, that's development. That's development. What are you talking about right there? Because go ahead.
No, go ahead, Dwayne.
No, I was saying that's development, and that's what we're technically in year 3 of development, and that's what some of our fan base, I won't say all of them, but some of our fan base just doesn't see that, it don't get it. Everybody, I said in a couple of videos we said before, but everybody can develop. Development is not only for our youth. Our coach can be developed. He has to learn. He's learned ways of not only just sticking with the old vets, try the new kids. So he learned and made some adjustment this year. He's learned on timeout plays. So some of his rotations were boo-boo. So you got to give props to where he made those adjustments. Was he boo-boo in a couple of places? Yeah. There was some calls that you'd be like, why? You should have had which Mel Mysterio with Jericho and the rebound, the famous rebound for
Yo,
Luca.
Mike popping up out of the bottom like Mike in the box is just hilarious.
Okay, hey, shout out to Jay Blaze.
Man.
Go Heat. I don't know about that, Jay Blaze.
What?
Who? Jay Blaze.
and thank you for Pat Riley. You can have him. You're welcome. Jay Blaze in the building here.
All right. Hey,
Yo,
hey, but no, Phil, you're right about it's maintaining poise. I see Deuce still maintains his poise. You know, he looked upset when Josh Hart when they put Josh Hart in there in the beginning. The first couple of times you can see that he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna get any playing times. But he does still remain poised, and he understands. He still, I think, he still understands that he has some development to go. Like he needs to get to that Josh Hart level. Deuce is nice, but he's still got young legs, and he's got another year or two. He's gonna be forget about it, dude.
But that's his advantage. He has defense, like elite defense right now that you can't teach that. That's something that's a skill set that's hard to teach. So him observing now, he'll be able to see the Josh Hart. What other things can he do that contribute to winning? Which that's a big plus from Josh Hart. Josh Hart can rebound. He dives for the ball. He's making assists for other players. He got better on his 3-point shot. So there's other things that you can contribute, and them seeing that and watching clock management. So as a point guard, I think that's going to be huge for when Jalen Brunson eventually fades off into the sunset. That you got somebody else that can come into the ranks and a good defender at that.
Right on. Right on.
So on to Josh Hart. What do you guys think about? Well, you guys said you liked that pick on there, and you said it caught you by surprise. How do you think he compares to OG Anunoby? Do you think that was something that he's giving equal to what OG can give, or what do you think's on that?
I mean, it goes back to the same fact with Brunson and Donovan. Like you like they're really strategically and mathematically and financially got their shit in order. You feel what I'm saying? They're not gonna go out there and spend bags and get rid of assets and players for no reason. Like, how did they know? You know what I mean? Of course they knew Hart played with but it's all strategical. Why not bring your boy in for Brunson? You know?
Yeah.
So with Hart is basically the same issue. What would we have given up for OG?
Yeah, everything. I mean, if you're talking about like how you're talking about, if you would have got Donovan Mitchell and we would have gotten OG, we would have been with two first round picks left, and we basically got the same type of players and haven't lost anything.
You understand? So bro, and I don't even think OG would hustle as hard and play as hard the way, I mean, listen, what I always tell everybody when I have my Knicks convo, bro, when you put on that orange and blue, the blue and orange is something that transform players. And we're not talking about a Jeremy Lin phase. Like he put on that Starks jersey, bro. When you put on a Starks jersey, do you understand what happens? Like you're gonna have all that energy in there.
The heaviest jersey to wear.
Bro, I'm telling you, I thought I was watching Starks for a second. Like, you know what I mean? If Starks was in this era, he would have had the same braids. They got the same cut. They the same light skinned nigga. They hustle the same. Who did Michael Jordan? There was only two people. Michael Jordan, the greatest, not in my eyes, in your eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's another conversation. You think
that's a whole nother conversation?
Listen,
We'll come back.
Listen, the greatest in my eyes is always wearing blue and orange and had New York in front of their jersey. So that's neither here or there.
Frazier. All right, we'll give it a Frazier.
But the main man that shook the NBA, he was only scared of one person. Number 3. You heard? And
the dunk. Hey.
Listen, that thing is sitting in my office. So Definitely,
So
bro.
needless to say, you love the pick.
No, it was, bro. I can't
The
complain.
pickup.
A lot of people are saying, oh, even Clyde said, he's not gonna keep it up. I I beg to differ. I think he's gonna elevate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do good. I mean, is he gonna give you 27 a night? No. But if he can give you 11, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he's almost averaging in hustle plays. It's the intangibles that he does that you don't see on papers. It's the hustling for the board to get the extra rebound, to get the strip, so that's what counts. And I don't think OG would have been doing that consistently because he's been injury prone. So that's another thing people were talking about.
Yeah,
So
what you just stated goes for everybody on the squad.
yeah, hustle.
It goes for everybody on the squad. A lot of the things that our ballers be doing, our squad be doing, you can't find it on stats. The way Brunson hustles, get those charges, going with the extra effort. Everybody's throwing in that extra effort and extra hustle. And that's what this jersey represents. That's what the jersey represents. That's all the fan base wants to see.
What do you guys think? The comparison of what they were saying. So, as you can see, Donovan Mitchell is averaging 26.1 points per game, 4.8 assists per game, 4.1 rebounds per game, and 48% from the field goal. Now let's compare that to our Captain Clutch Brunson,
AKA the signature, AKA the signature. Because that boy got a signature move that is unstoppable.
That footwork, boy, he doing the salsa on the that boy doing a little bit of bachata on that floor.
That baby Kobe fadeaway, it's unstoppable. But let me hear those numbers.
Yo, so all right, so Donovan Mitchell 26.1 points per game, Jalen Brunson 26.7 points per game. Donovan Mitchell 4.8 assists per game, Jalen Brunson 6.2 assists per game. Donovan Mitchell 4.1 rebounds per game, Jalen Brunson 3.6. A little shy, but we got a lot of rebound hungry monsters in our team anyway. And then 48% field goal, and Brunson's at 49. So we got someone that we would have gave up 5 first-round picks for, and we just got him for $100 mil. That's it. No draft picks lost, none of that.
Listen, a lot of people are calling it the greatest signing.
Yeah.
The best point guard in the NBA right now. I mean, he's up there. He should be top 3. I don't know.
Hey, I know he's top 4 in the paint. I think in the paint scoring, and all we lost was a second-round pick for tampering.
Yep, forget that second-round pick we lost.
Y'all can have that.
Yeah, have that.
So that's
thank
huge.
You, thank you, Mark Cuban.
Word. Good luck, Cuban.
Thank you, Dallas Knicks. They got half our roster anyway. All right, so we got them. Back to a little bit of Badman Barrett. People are talking about trades.
Nah.
I don't think it's trades right now, but I do think
they're talking about trying to get rid of him.
No, it's not about getting you. I mean, you got someone who loves the Knicks, wants to be here.
No, so, he is a Knick. My bad to interrupt you, but it goes to what you were saying in the chat. It goes back to that. He's making a lot of adjustments. Just like what I just previously said, he's making a lot of adjustment with Hart getting on, whatever other issues is happening, and he's still getting his numbers.
It's true. So that's something that people, it's hard for them to see that. So you got someone that is struggling here and there that has his issues, but look how many changes of people we've had. He's someone that had to adjust and take the backseat to Randall. Now you got Brunson that came in the picture. Now he's the backseat to Randall and Brunson, and he still had to make the adjustment. He's been through how many coaches? Maybe five coaches in his 4 years that he's been playing here. And through all that, he's always accelerated each year. He's always done better. He's excelled. So he's definitely improved each and every year. People want to trade him for everybody, even Ant-Man. People love Ant. Ant's doing good. But their stats are almost equal, except for the slump. The slump brought him down a little bit.
Listen, you don't have to hit me with a low jab of what I said in the chat. Yeah, I know I said, listen, the only one that I would trade RJ for, I mean, I really don't want to trade him, but bro, Ant's that man. But I'm going to always run with our squad. But you're right what you said in the chat. The numbers are very similar and all that, but bro, you cannot buy vertical. Yeah, like that boy, Ant, he's almost with the right unlocking, he could be a superstar. Like RJ could hit all-star level, but he won't be superstar level. And Ant has that potential.
That's a ceiling. And I'm with you. I ain't hating on that. I respect that pick, and is up there. He was a number one pick. So you got to, first of all, you expect that if you got him at number one. He should be at the Ja Morant up there level.
Facts.
Right?
That's where I got him.
His ceiling should be higher than where RJ's was at, typically. So it should be up there. If RJ had all that free range that Ant has, I think he'd maybe even exceed in points on there. Because Ant is basically the number two, really the number one, because Cat is just in the center and he shoots, but they defer to him and Ant. So they play off of each other, but he's that number one guy. RJ doesn't have that. He's always been second or third fiddle at that.
But my bad. What does that say about Ant? He went to Carl Anthony's team. That was Ant. That was Cat's team, and he came and took that team. Listen, I know Cat's Dominican.
Wey, pa que lo que mi gente? DR in the building.
I mean, New York, all that, but I don't. Cat is
no defense.
I don't. Cat is not Dominican. The Cat is not Dominican strong, bro. That he don't be eating his plátano, mangú. He is definitely on a negative on mangú and all of that because he too soft, bro. I don't know a lot of soft. I don't know a lot of soft Dominicans.
Son, it's just a different type of game. He's a 6'10" point guard. He's played offensive game, and his offensive game tailors to.
He don't got a Dominican heart, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
You mean he ain't hungry? He's not hungry like that.
Not, bro.
I think offensively he is. I just don't think defense.
I don't think some guys just don't it takes some time to play defense, man.
He's always been the dude. Go ahead.
Phil's right. You gotta be a little tougher to play defense, man. You gotta be almost like a football player and know how to go after guys. You want to kill the man with the ball, and he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that want to defend and kill the man with the
all Dominicans have that, bro.
You can't not all Dominicans. There are a lot of guys who don't like playing the defense because of the physicality. You gotta play. And also, if you're offensive oriented, you're gonna want to spend your energy more on the offensive side than you do on the defense. You can't play both defense and offense. You're not gonna be good at either one. You're either gonna be good on offense or you're gonna be good on defense. So you're either and Cat's not that. He's more of an offensive oriented player. So he's not gonna focus all his energy on the defensive side. And that's his downfall. But other than that, he's one of the top 10 players in the NBA, Cat.
Pero espérate. Tú me estás diciendo que este tipo no es dominicano, que no tiene la inteligencia para ser defensivo. Espérate. Tú quieres que él saque un machetazo para estar jugando la defensa. Eso no se hace.
No, bro.
He's never been asked. He's never been asked.
To
play defense. He's been the dude. He's been the guy in every team since high school. He's been the dude. When have you ever had the dude that's giving you all the points, DK? Juega defensa. No, that's not, yo, I need you to give me 30. Everybody else, chop whoever's on the team. That's just how, if you're the guy, I'm just saying, this is my opinion.
Loco, mira,
I
a
agree
mí
with
no
you. He
me,
should be playing D. He should.
no me venga con esa cotorra de que the guy and all this extra shit, bro. Yeah, baby fiddles and all that. Son, stop, bro. Anyway, this is a Knicks show. I was just talking about him because he was Dominican. He not built like that. He not on our squad. Let's get off that. I was just talking about how Ant came over there and took the squad from him. Dominican nigga won't accept that. Anyways,
okay, we're coming back to it because it's off RJ, and this is a comparison. We're only bringing this up because people talking about trading RJ and he's slumping at the trade, and this is someone who people have mentioned. Do you trade for him? And the reason I think he's excelling in Minnesota because of Cat is Cat's offensive style of play. He plays outside the paint. So he plays a shoot. He loves shooting threes, Cat. He's always outside the paint. So he's not clogging the paint like, i.e. Julius Randle or Mitch. So all their players are playing outside, which gives free run to the lane for a guy like Ant. His dunking, his drive to the lane. RJ doesn't have that. Everybody he's playing with clogs the paint. His game is in the paint, like Ant-Man. So you're not gonna tell me that Ant's gonna come over here and all of a sudden be this miracle shooter, which he's I'll give it to him.
No. But the last power we had was I think it was even before Hart got to the team. You know, I was telling you that Grimes was becoming a third threat. Look at Hart came in and took that title from Grimes and RJ. You understand? You can't be RJ is New York built. He's built for New York. He's taken everything that has come with it. He's been professional. You know what I mean? He's always excelled, and every year he comes with something new. But at the end of the day, you gotta get your ish. You feel what I'm saying? You can't just be there and be aggressive. Look at Hart, bro. You gotta be the third threat. Once, listen, if you a threat, Brunson is gonna give it to you. Julius is gonna give it to you. There was a lot of times that Julius was referring to Grimes. Like he'll get the ball, dump it to Grimes
because he's a shooter. Because he's a shooter, so people expect Grimes to shoot the ball.
Too. He cuts too.
Hey, Phil said something.
People don't know. Listen. When you're a person that could shoot and you always take it to the hole, a defender is not gonna know. Is he gonna drive it in? Is he gonna shoot it? They have to be on edge. They gotta be on eggshells.
Okay, but
so you gotta have both threats. He had, you know.
So everybody's saying all this and getting high, and I agree. I feel you on that. But RJ has improved his 3-point shot. He's improved his free throws, and all this that people getting mad at him. He's still averaging 19 points a game. He's averaging almost 20 a game. Having a bad, rough year, probably his worst year statistically. He's having a rough year, and he's still giving you 19 a game. So this is what I don't understand. Where people are like,
can I ask you something? Can I ask you guys something?
Yeah, let me go.
Can I ask you something? Yo, do you think, Phil? Do you think maybe with the issue with RJ was that Brunson hogging the ball a little bit to make his numbers? Because he was trying to get his numbers so that for the All-Star. It could have been that. Brunson was just hogging the ball a little bit, and it was pissing RJ. RJ was doing great. He had a couple of 30 and 40-point games.
Mike, that's not a fact, because when Brunson first came to the squad, he was always dumping the ball off. He wasn't as aggressive as he is right now. He was trying to come in and see the flow of the game. He was feeding RJ. He wasn't hogging the ball.
But I think that there was a little bit of him going to Randall, because he was trying to get his numbers up to get into the All-Star. You have to have the ball in your hand to score and bring your numbers up so that they can even consider you right now.
Bro,
and I think that's when I saw the decline in RJ.
No, but
then when you start passing the ball around a little bit more.
bro, Brunson wasn't scoring 30 plus, almost 40 or whatever it was to try to get into the All-Star. He was doing that to win the game. He wasn't.
That too. Of course, you're trying to win the
Yeah,
game.
but
But I also
don't
think that you're trying to make your numbers so
bro,
that you can get your numbers up for the All-Star.
listen, your work speaks for itself, bro. Your work speaks for itself. The reason why he was scoring those points is because he wanted to win, and not everybody was stepping up or taking the initiative to be that third or fourth threat before Hart came in. Because he started rolling, we were on the run before Hart came.
But okay, that goes to my point, and I'm with you on that. But you got someone who's taking how many shots do you think Jalen Brunson's taking a game? 20 average.
Jalen Brunson, what?
Jalen
3
Brunson. Shots, just shots in general. How many shots is he taking? 20, 30?
I say about 30 plus, maybe.
Okay.
20,
so
30 plus,
that's
maybe.
30 less shots that RJ's getting compared to last year.
Okay, my guy, are they not doubling Brunson? Are they not doubling Julius?
They're only doubling Julius, and then they're playing pick and roll.
JR.
They're doing the dump off pick and roll with Brunson, and he's driving and taking the shot.
But listen, the whole team, I think has been on an even keel. Like everybody's been scoring double digits all around the board. I think Grimes, everybody's been scoring double. So if you got everybody scoring, is because they're presenting offense and a threat.
Okay,
you understand what I'm saying? But when you're the majority holder of being the threat and teams are planning against you, that's when everybody's expecting RJ to step up because of the fact, like, everybody got better because Brunson came on this team. It should have been a deduction of shit from Randall, which how you see him balling as soon as Jalen Brunson came, he's balling better because he's taking some of the shit. You feel what I'm saying? He's taking some of the pressure off, doing the things that Julius was always over trying to do. The same thing with RJ. They both should have release pressure and should be balling better, Julius Randle went here. I'm not saying RJ went down, but he stood here. He should, like, maybe it's something.
But Randle has not had to change his game. The only one who's had to change his game was RJ. Randle was still do what you do. We'll play. I'll defer off for you. So it's Randle and what used to be Randle and RJ. It's now Randle and JB, it's fine. That's fine. But the one who had to adjust was RJ. All right. So now I'm getting less touches. Now I got to figure out where I can get my shots. And then when he's getting the shots, it's after Randle dribbles and JB dribbles 18 to 19 minutes off the clock. And then RJ has to figure out what to do within 4 to 5 seconds and force the shots.
Jalen Brunson is averaging 17.7 shots a game.
About 20 shots. That's 20 shots less than RJ's touching. He's getting the ball at the last minute for the most part. For the most part, it's at the last minute when after Randle hasn't made anything, after they shot past to Grimes, he moved the ball. I'm just saying the one who's making the adjustment is RJ, and he's still giving you almost 20 a game. So I don't think going back to that I don't think he needs to get traded. I think in the offseason, he needs to lose weight. I think he needs to lose weight because that's what he's a step slow on defense. I think he's a little too stocky. He needs to trim down on weight. If he trims down on weight, that's going to help him athletically. That's going to help his speed and defense. And then once we have a season or a summer with JB, J Hart, and a system where all of them play together, he'll become more familiar. That's just me.
Well, I mean, with all the money these players have, bro, come see me, and I'll show you how to jump 10, 15 inches higher. Like, there should be, like, there's plenty of techniques, tools, and shit to go around for.
This is mid-season, though. This is all these changes were, for the most part, mid-season. Jalen Brunson's acquisition was in the beginning, but again, he's a slow starter anyway, which he started pretty good. And then you got JB coming in, so you had adjusted JB. And then once he started getting a little rhythm and cut his finger and got sick and they started to come back, then you throw in Josh Hart. So it's a lot of different adjustment that he had Yeah,
Nah, you're right. You're right. He's still putting his numbers up. He's still doing his thing. He's hustling. You know, I mean, he's not finishing a lot, but
Now it's not going to take away from what you guys are saying and what the people are saying. So fact is, he's getting cooked on defense. He's getting absolutely cooked, and that I think is a weight issue. He's getting cooked.
okay. Let me say this.
He needs
Last year,
plátanos. He needs plátanos.
facts. He need to go to a Dominican spot up in NY. Maybe Mel could
Bronx
take
help him out. Bronx help him
Yeah.
out.
Yo, Melvin, go take RJ and feed him some plátano with some fried cheese and shit.
Or maybe he needs to come home to New York.
Yo, but listen, damn, I forgot what the fuck my point was. But he was that's
We're
what
talking about RJ.
Yeah, RJ. But he was guarding the best player. He was guarding Harding. He was guarding all what Grimes is doing now. That's what RJ was doing. That's what RJ was doing. He was taking on the best of the other squad. Like how do you there's no such thing as a dog and then you become a fucking poodle. It doesn't happen.
He was getting cooked even when he was trying to guard him, but he was willing, right? He was willing. And again, this is what people ain't gonna look at. They were moving him from positions. He was playing 2 and 3. So he's guarding the best defensive player, and you still want him to give you 20 plus, and you want him to be great at the 3-point line, and you want him to be good at the free throw. There's nobody who's doing that right now. And he was
bro, I agree with you, but bro.
No, he's regressed. He's regressing.
They're professionals, bro. Niggas been doing that shit since they were born.
But he's still giving you 20.
Listen, I agree. He's still doing his thing. He's only 22. Like NBA players reach their peak. That's why I agree with Melvin a lot, because a majority of our fan base be kind of a little dumb sometimes.
On the edge. They're living on the edge.
They're forgetful.
Like, it's only common sense that the NBA player hits their peak at 25 years old, 26, some even a little later. Like, give the kid a break.
Between 25 and I say 32, 33, they're peaking. They're peaking.
Damn, my boy.
Dude, there's still a lot of good players out there at 32 years old that are playing great, dude.
That's not peak, though. I
think that you're past your peak. I think if you hit your peak at 28, 29. But 23, 32, 33, there's still guys out there that are balling.
Well,
we gotta compare with guys 10 years younger.
DeRozan's 32, but that's rare, man. That's rare.
There's a lot of guys at that age who still. PJ Tucker, how old is PJ Tucker? How old are these guys that are making a difference in games right now? You talking about?
Wait a minute. You said PJ Tucker? Is he on his peak? PJ Tucker? Yeah, PJ Tucker is. Yeah, he just got
PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker.
Dwight. You forget Mike is a senior citizen. That nigga's like from the dinosaur age. He's talking about PJ Tucker.
We're talking about a guy who's in the playoffs.
We're talking about prime.
Who drives and pushes his team.
Mike,
but I think he's in his prime. I think that he's in his prime.
He can barely shoot.
You wouldn't take a PJ Tucker on your team right now?
No.
You wouldn't take PJ Tucker on your team?
No, my nigga.
What do we look like? The Heat?
Hold on.
Because that dude brings hustle, dude.
Hey, if you was in the front office, you taking Tucker over Grimes, right? I bet you would.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Because he's got the experience. He's got the playoff experience. He's got the playoff experience. He goes harder.
This was a great show.
The only thing about Grimes is that he's a little younger than PJ Tucker.
Everybody for coming out tonight.
Thanks for coming out.
Joining us. Like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Like, this is where we be happy. Yo, what are you talking? We talking about prime, bro. That's the point. The point is prime. Prime is the point, bro.
Who's in their prime? So who to you is in their prime, like balling out like that, Phil?
The point is, RJ is.
Answer my question. Who's in their prime right now, balling out like that?
Everybody that's 25 years old. Everybody that's 25.
Give me names, yo. Like who?
John Morant. Everybody in the NBA. Any guard. Anybody.
Booker's in the 25, 26-year-old range. Bridges is 26. He just scored 45. I mean, we could go on. Anybody 25, John Morant, Probably like 23, 24, but he's approaching
Anyway, we're talking about all these other guys who aren't on the Knicks team. I want
You
to talk
just
about
said.
iHeart.
You
It's
asked
all
your
right.
name.
Forget about it. You guys aren't even agreeing anyway. I want to talk about iHeart. What's up with Frankenstein? What's up? What do you guys think about that?
Frankenstein.
What's up, man? And he looks like Frankenstein.
White bread.
He almost looks like Frankenstein.
Bread. Wonderstein.
Come on, what you got to think about that?
Listen,
so it was his Achilles. It was his Achilles that, because he even said it himself, that it was his Achilles that was bothering him. Because they were saying that in the beginning of the season that he had an Achilles injury and that he was trying to recuperate from it. And it seems like he's past that. And now we're getting, not only are we getting Mitch Rob now at the second half, but now we got a healthy Hartenstein. And hopefully our boy Sims goes off, and we're gonna have our three centers that
three-headed monster.
Yeah, we got our three-headed monster fully healthy. Dude, a fully healthy three-headed monster, dude.
Right after. So listen, you're gonna have Sims winning the dunk contest, so that's gonna amp him up. That's happening. And you're talking about iHeart. So iHeart, even before in the early part of the season, him and Mitchell Robinson were both tied for tied for number 4 in the NBA in offensive rebounds. So you got two of the best offensive rebound players in one team that's giving us extra possessions. That's going to be big. He's a good facilitator. He's always finding people.
He's smart, dude.
Yep. Yeah. He was finding dudes. So I think he's more craftier Joakim Noah.
Bro, he's a tremendous shot blocker, bro.
Yo, he's averaging 1.3 blocks.
He's not Mitch, but he presents a threat.
I see Mitch looking. I see Mitch looking behind his back, man, with this guy, man. This guy over here, that guy, I'm not saying he's taking over. I'm not saying he's taking over Mitch's spot, but I do see Mitch. Yo, this guy's playing getting a lot of playing time.
I already got
he's winning. He's winning, helping us.
I got his nickname, Mike Coltakes. Bro, yes, my nigga Mike.
We're not winning games because of iHeart. iHeart isn't helping us win games.
Okay,
I'm not
with
saying
you.
that, but bro,
but Mitch ain't looking over his
back.
What
are you saying? You
saying
that
Mitch
Rich is not? Rich is he could be looking over his back. This guy's fucking. Hey, he took his spot. He took Mitch's Rob's spot, and he did well. He took the center spot. He didn't take the spot. He didn't take the spot. But you know what I'm talking about. He took control of the spot. He took over the spot, and he's doing well. Okay,
yeah,
he's blocking. He's playing good.
That's his role. That's his role.
Yeah. That's what he gets paid for, Mike. When
we all thought that Sims was gonna take over Mitch Rob's spot, or that he could be not replace him. We're not talking about none of these guys are gonna replace him. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying.
I said that, but you can't deny the IQ and the offensive threat that Wonder Boy is, because White Bread, he could shoot, he blocks. Like Dwight said, he's right up there with Mitch on offensive rebounds. Okay. Not saying that Sims is not.
What shit are you talking about? Now he's up there with Mitch's rebounds. Now he's up there with Mitch now. I was talking shit before.
No, he's up there. I love Wonder.
You gotta give this guy his flowers. You know, you gotta give this guy credit. He's playing really, really, really well.
He went through a slump. We see that it was an injury, but now you got to maintain it. Now is the important part of the season. So now we need for Hartenstein to keep with those offensive rebounds, to keep hustling for the blocks, to keep finding the players and the assists. And he's got to knock down those threes. I need to see it. If you're a spacer, I need to see the three and the little floater. The only knockdown is a little slow-footed.
That's the only thing.
He's wearing cement boots,
and it's vertical. Yeah.
They should come see me for training, bro.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Okay, Mr. NBA. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. They need to come see you for training, dude.
Yeah.
So anyway, Hart is. I'm feeling Hart. I'm liking the way he's coming through. We got 2 hearts and a deuce.
Oh.
We got a full house, boy. Yo, I like what we got. Our players are coming along good. We're starting to gel. How y'all think we're looking at that playoff?
Listen, as as you said, or as I said, we got two teams. We got two teams. Nobody's really stopping our depth. Everybody hustles. There's not one opponent that I'm scared of in a 7-game match. I think Tibbs will come to, I mean, with the stepping up of all our secondary players, like they good enough to step in and hold the fort down.
Salute him, man. Salute him, Angelo, in the chat. Salute all the chat. Glad I hear you.
Yo, Mike
You're
the specialist.
and
Yo,
special in the building. And special in the building.
Mike
So
Spaz.
so we in 6 now. Who do we play? Are we playing Boston? Will we play Boston? I don't know.
No, we played the Nets. Right now, from what I heard,
Was it 5-6? 5-6 play each other?
Wait, it depends because it's always the top and the bottom teams that play each other. No, so one, how many you got to be in to make the play in to be in the playoff? 8. You got to be in 7 seed to make the play in. You got to be 6
The
seed.
6, but 6 seed. Which, no,
so then the
6.
6 will play 1, 2 will play 5, 2 will play 5. Hang on a second.
Yeah, no. It's 1 through 6 now because 7,
Is
8,
it 1
9,
through
and
6 or
10.
1 through 7?
It's 1 through 6 because 7 through 10 play in the play-in. That's a play-in.
Yeah,
position.
right.
So 7.
You're right.
Now we got the play-in bracket. That's why we're fighting for 6. That's why everybody's stressing the 6th place. Because right now we'd be playing.
I thought the play-in was after 8, which is 9 and 10.
No, he's right. 7, 8, 9, and 10 are playing. Are
9 and 10 play each other.
It's the playoffs. Are in the playoff. Right. We're in the playoff right now. We're in sole possession of 6th place, and that means we're in the playoff. No playing. We're in the playoffs.
We need
so
to
we will play the number 1 team, which would be the Celtics.
I like our chances. We have to keep 6. We have to be 6 or better within when the regular season ends. So 22 games, we got to be 6 and better.
Hang on, I'm trying to see what the standing is.
With this upcoming run that we're gonna have, I see us in the 4th seed, like we were 2 years ago, I think. Yep. So I can see that happening again, and I think these last 20 plus games, like RJ said, bro, I think we really might shock some shit out here.
I think we could go. Look, so right now Brooklyn's 1 game ahead of us. They're in 5th. We're in 6th. They're 34 and 24.
So they would play Milwaukee. Milwaukee's number 2. So we would play the Celtics. If it was the playoffs, we would play the Celtics. Brooklyn would play Milwaukee. I got to look at the standing. I'm trying to find the standing.
So right now, Boston's in 1st. Milwaukee's in 2nd. Philadelphia's in 3rd. Cleveland's in 4th. Brooklyn's 5th.
Right. So that's how
we're 6th. So we would be playing if I'm not mistaken, like you're saying, if we'd be playing Boston, I would much rather Boston, to be honest, even though they're the favorites over Milwaukee. I don't know. Milwaukee.
Yeah, I don't want Milwaukee.
I don't want Milwaukee. Boston, we match up pretty good with. Now that we're a little bit deeper, the heart. So I think we get a healthy Mitch. Philly and Boston, I like our chances with them, even with Cleveland. So Milwaukee's the only tough one for a series that's gonna be tough.
Hey, I'm sorry. I was gonna say I was looking at the schedule right now. We got a back-to-back Friday and Saturday. We have a back-to-back, so we play Washington. We play Washington Friday, Saturday. 24 hours later, we play the Pelicans.
That's gonna be a tough game. Both of our.
Then we get a day off. Then we get a day off on Sunday to come back Monday to play the Celtics. They're gonna play MSG in the Celtics, and then Wednesday that following. Oh, then we play Brooklyn. We got some games. So then Monday the Celtics
games up at. Yeah, so we got the Wizards next. Then the Pelicans. Like I said, Pelicans gonna be a tough game. Then we got the Celtics.
Yeah.
Then we got the Nets.
Yeah, the Nets.
Then the Heat. Then the Celtics again.
Then the Heat. Yeah, then the Celtics again.
And then we got the Hornets. That's a winnable week. That's gonna be a tough one.
Nigga, why you breathing?
Hornets play is tough.
Hey.
What else? What else?
Listen, nobody shook, bro. Nobody shook on this side.
It's not that we shook, but we have to. We can't go on.
I'm
no
looking
slide.
at our schedule. We're talking about 20. Who we play for the next 20 games?
I mean, Wizards is a winnable game.
We gotta look at our.
Wizards should be a winnable game.
We got a lot of back-to-backs.
It's gonna be tough. Pelicans. I don't think Zion's playing. I think he's been injured, but knowing him, everybody's up to play the Knicks. I don't care. I don't care what injury list. They love to play us. So that should be good.
Except when they see Mitch on the starting lineup.
The Pelicans, where are they right now in the West? What's the standing in the West right now, the Pels?
I'll go check on that.
Because they were like top 3 at one point.
And also the Celtics,
up there.
We might have a chance with them because remember, this guy still has a facial fracture. So
Mikey said,
and they're playing.
Mike, the specialist said, if we stay in 6, we play the 3rd seed.
Okay, that which would be Philly, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we play the 76ers. Good call, them specialist. That's right.
The 3rd seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember, first, I guess he's right because I think the first 2, they almost not a bye, but they wait to see who's playing them because they play, I think, the 10th seed because they play the play and they get an easier road. So they play, I think, the 10th seed and the 8th seed. So whoever wins that play-in for 9th and 10th, they play them, and then 7th and 8th they play.
We got mad back-to-back games, man.
It's all right.
What is this one? We've got a lot of back-to-back. It's like we play 2 back-to-backs. We rest one day, play a game, and then it seems like on the weekends we're doing some back-to-backs. There's one point where we're playing the Lakers, and then we play the Clippers the next day.
It's the league, man.
So we're playing. It's
gonna be tough everywhere.
Yeah. It looks like we're going next month on the 11th, where we're playing the Lakers. We're playing the Clippers in Clipperland, and then we're going to be in California one weekend. We play the Clippers, and then we play the Lakers Saturday and Sunday.
And you said New Orleans is in 7th place in the West.
And check this out. Then after that weekend when we play in California, we'll rest Monday for Tuesday for us to play the Blazers.
That's not bad. But Pelicans are going to want to play, man. Pelicans are in 7th place. They're trying to get to that playoff and not play in. So that's going to be a tough game to play against. They're going to want to compete because they're going to want to be in that 7th. They're going to want to be in the 6th seed. Right now they're 7th. So that's going to be a tough game there. Washington is 9th. So that should be a winnable game, and we got to play them. So we play them and Miami coming up and Washington. So that's 7th, 9th. So they're tough. All those games are going to be big for us. But I don't see that we should struggle. They're going to be close games. But remember, even though we're going to have back-to-backs, we're going to be rested 9 days. So I think we're going to be ready.
Word.
Yeah, they're all going to be rested, but it looks like we're going to play a lot of guys in our conference after the All-Star break. And then we're gonna go out west.
And the teams that we're playing in the West are somewhat in the bottom. Portland's 12th, so that's gonna be. It's not gonna be an easy game because Dame's in it, but we're gonna.
And we're playing over there. Yeah.
That's gonna be. Hey, there you go. I was waiting for you to say that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But I give it a orange and blue, baby. Even though I had love for Cam, but he ain't doing what Hart's doing. Sorry,
Cam.
Not
even close. Not even close.
I said 10 games. So let's see what happens in 10 games, right?
Yeah, I mean, I give it to you. You called it. Listen,
hey, we love. Once a Nick, always a Nick. We got love for Cam.
No, always. But I wasn't expecting Hart to put on that number 3 jersey. That number is kind of special in mi corazón.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
En tu corazón.
Facts, bro. Starts remind me of myself, bro.
Oh, there we go. But
back to the Knicks.
I'm looking at the fucking games that we got that we may lose these next 20 games. In these next 20 games, I'm
Pessimist Patty. Come on, man.
Okay, whatever, man. Let's just be realistic, man. I'm looking at the games that we're gonna fucking play against these teams, and who can we win or lose to?
Which game?
A lot of these Clippers. Didn't we lose to the Clippers? And now
No,
we're
they
gonna
they
go play the
tough.
Clippers in the house.
They tough for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Lakers got better. Lakers got better. Hey, I'm not saying that we're gonna lose against these teams. I'm just saying that let's just be realistic. These are
Okay.
teams that have gotten better. We're playing the second half of the season now. Everybody's making for that playoff run right now.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's take it one team at a time. Talk about. You said the Lakers got better.
They got a little bit better. They're not. I don't think they're better than us, but they got a little bit better. And
they got
we're
Hachimura.
playing. And what I'm saying is that we're playing them in LA, and you know they're gonna get all those fucking calls. So you know that game's
but when do we ever get calls? We don't ever get with the Lakers.
With the Lakers we
don't
never
even get calls at home.
They could play at MSG and still fucking win because they get all the calls because of LeBron. Come on.
Okay. But
I think that game right there is one hump that I'm gonna give it to the Lakers just because of the politicking they do over there.
I'll tell you what. I think we're gonna
beat
that game. We're gonna beat that game. You know why? Because they got Mo Bamba.
They got Mo Bamba.
But you know who loves playing against Mo Bamba? Mitch. He loves playing against Mo Bamba because they used to compare them to each other. So every time he plays Mo Bamba, he goes off. So I got that W for us. LeBron can take whatever stats.
And also we got to punch him in the face. We got.
It's gonna happen because Hoochie. I was about to say Hoochie Mama.
Hoochie Mama.
Hoochie whatever. The Japanese player. Hachimura. So Hachimura. Randall likes to play against him, and Anthony Davis. So I think we're gonna be up for that challenge. And they got D'Lo, Jalen Brunson is D'Angelo Russell.
They got D'Lo. They got D'Lo over there. Yeah, they did pick him up there.
Him versus Brunson. So it's gonna be a challenging game out there. But they ain't got nobody for Grimes. They got nobody for Hart. I don't know who they got for RJ Barrett, but I think that's gonna be a big game for RJ Barrett because he plays good against LA. So watch out for that. RJ Barrett in the LA game. I'm calling it early. He's gonna have a breakout game.
Nah, I think he's gonna snap out of it. Bro, after these 9 days, listen, I don't know what he better go do, but he better go do what he need to go do. He got 9 days to, you know what I mean? Maybe he needs to drink some ayahuasca. I don't know.
Spanish moss.
Un poquito de Brugal.
Un Brugalcito ahí. You know what I mean?
Brugal. Hey, they need to have the little Mama Juana in the Gatorade, bro. Give him a little quick shot in the game.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, yo, RJ looks a little bit more loose after that timeout. I don't know.
Definitely.
Mama Juana. So, I don't know. Thoughts? Any final thoughts you guys thinking on All? Let's go to All-Star. How do you think does Randall make an impression in the All-Star game?
Listen, I don't he's definitely gonna do his thing. I don't know if he wins it. But with him being in that 3-point contest, you best believe he's coming back, you know what I mean, ready to shoot some ish.
Hey, I got a question. What do you guys think about what their new the way they're doing it now is that they're not gonna pick the players till 10 minutes before the game.
I hate it.
They're gonna have them line up and they're gonna pick them like in a ballpark. Like when you start picking your team, like you're in the park, Tank.
Bro, I'm not a big fan of having the top 2 players play, bro. Let's keep it how it was. Us versus y'all, and that's just how it is. You know what I mean?
That's it. East, West Coast, that's it.
East versus West.
Yes, bro. It's y'all versus us, and it's like how can you?
That's what makes it competitive. I agree. This is schoolyard basketball,
bro. Listen, this era is so.
You guys watch the games? You guys watch the All-Star games? I mean,
yeah. I don't.
I watch them, but
if the Knicks are on, I saw the dunk contest. You know, but yeah, I'm not.
They don't go hard. It's not as competitive as it seemed like when it was in the 90s.
It's not, bro. They're too friendly, bro. Everybody's so friendly. It's always an offensive game.
Dwight, what you think about last year's game? Last year's game was good, wasn't it? It was good.
It was a little more competitive.
It was competitive. It was competitive.
It's all right. I just don't like the format. That new format, it's okay. They're just trying to make it
No.
like, and then you're picking, LeBron. Like, why are they always him and KD? Like, I get it, they're top echelon players, but why you let somebody else pick? You know what I'm saying? They
And
just
then
keep
not
putting
only
the
that, they're
same.
both in the West. They're both out West. So now we got two West Coast guys picking the team. It's kind of like,
Well, I mean, I think they should just let the youth create something and let the youth start handing over the torch. These guys are they done
yeah,
already.
man. I can't wait for LeBron to retire already, man. He's fucking the whole shit up, dude, man.
Bro, they need to let the young boys play, bro.
But listen, they ain't that far. They ain't that far from handing that baton, bro. I mean, the top echelon guys now are.
Bro,
Well, if it's up to Miguel, he's saying they're in their prime. They 30, they 34.
They all look like they running in quicksand, bro. Like these kids is running like.
If they doing that format, I would say if it was a good, let the coaches pick the players. If anything, I would do that.
Yeah,
I would see.
So who would the coaches be then? I didn't even think about who the coaches would be.
The top coach from the West versus the top coach from the East. That's a great idea. We should let the top coaches, I mean, the top two coaches who have the most winningest record, have them pick the players.
Or even have the fans pick the coach, bro. I don't even care. But the two coaches.
Nah.
Yeah, all right. Fans will pick.
It should be like all the coaches. It should be all the coaches voting, and then let all the coaches vote and pick the teams.
Yeah.
And let them pick, and then let the coaches pick the coaches and the team, and let
I'm with that.
On both sides, everybody gets together. Let all the coaches vote who the coach is gonna be and who the squad's gonna be on the East side and the West.
Hey, listen, NBA, you guys got that from us. You heard? The Organic Fanatic Show just gave you the most flawless formula on how to conduct future NBA All-Star events. Like,
if you think about it, go ahead, finish that up.
No, come NBA, come see us. We're Dominican, we're creative, so it's a perfect formula.
First of all, subscribe. Subscribe first of all. Yeah, I need to subscribe first.
Subscribe, hit them like buttons,
and comment. Say something.
Thank you.
No, but definitely, I love that. Let the coaches pick the coaches.
Then it'll be competitive if you're thinking about it that way.
And then let the two coaches that were picked have them
pick the players.
But still keep it East versus West.
It's West.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
Like, forget all this unity, lovey, soft.
Yeah, man.
Like, come on, bro.
See competitiveness, that competitiveness.
And if they added something for the players playing defense during the All-Star, like if they give bonuses for a certain amount of blocks
or to a charity,
like something. You understand what I'm saying?
And I would say the coaches pick the players just before the All-Star, like either on Friday, because they're gonna want to, like, if it's Tibbs ain't gonna want to do it 10 minutes before. He's got schemes, got defensive sets that he's gonna want their plan.
As soon as the NBA announces this new style that we put forward,
the Organic Fanatic Podcast Show.
Yes, sir. So as soon as the NBA does that, Tibbs is already doing 20,000 research. Like,
that's why I said he'd have to pick you have to do it Friday. He's gonna want time with them. They won't be able to party.
Listen, I wouldn't put it past Tibbs if he has a whiteboard in the bathroom with a laser pointer or something, a TV watching, like, I could see him in the throne, like, just reviewing shit. Like,
yo, Tibbs
not
will be
literally reviewing shit, but reviewing shit.
Yo, Tibbs will be the only coach to get kicked out of an All-Star game for 2 technicals because he's yelling at the ref.
Yeah. Tibbs doesn't even sit down for nothing, bro.
I don't even think he watches these All-Star games, man. I don't even think he pays attention. That shit's
He's
just
scheming. He's already scheming for
he's
whatever
already
games we
scheming.
got.
That
Right
dude's
now, he's
doing
not
his
resting.
homework. He ain't got no time to be dealing with no All-Star. Let them. That's for them to do, and he's gonna just focus on his team, on what he needs to do, get his lineup correct, who we're playing on these next couple of games, these next couple of months. And focus and come up with a great game plan, because at least Thibs has been coming with a lot of good schemes against these teams and these guys that he's playing against.
Yeah,
but to me, I look at it also as it's a battle between the coaches. The coaches, I look at it also as Coach Thibs going up against Coach McMillan or whoever he's going up, whatever squad he's going up against. Doc Rivers.
Well, we got a comment. Let me read a comment. So M. Angelo 96 says no team owner is going to allow their players to go hard in the All-Star game. That's true.
Yeah,
they don't want them getting hurt, but I agree.
Exactly.
Go back to the East and West formula. All right, so M. Angelo agrees with the East-West formula. I like that. And you don't have to go hard, but make it competitive. I mean, they can compete without trying to break their legs. They can have enough players.
And they do. I think I the little bit that I saw last year when they were playing, it wasn't it was good. It was a good game to watch. They didn't go as hard like they would, but it was still a very competitive game there at the end when they were shooting at that shootout.
You know what'll make it really competitive?
What happened?
If all the because they got a lot of talent there, right? So they, you have the LeBrons and all that. But if you gave everybody, you got 5 minutes to play. That's it. And I'm rotating you with somebody. You got to make whatever case you got in 5 minutes. When you play, you got 5 minutes. You better.
So everybody gets 5 minutes to play.
Tell me they're not gonna hustle in them 5 minutes,
bro. I was thinking something in the lines of, what if we just let the superstars have their first half, right? And on the second half of the game, you bring in the other cats that are gonna play defense and go all out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, maybe have a mix of that. Yeah, I mean, to let the second string showcase them going all out. Maybe it could generate something new coming forward. Yeah, I mean, but I dig all the ideas. They're definitely dope, and I definitely agree with Mike, the specialist, saying the owners will not.
Hey, I got a question.
He's right about that.
Hey, I'm switching lanes right now. Yo, have you guys been paying attention? Speaking of coaches, have you guys been paying attention to Johnny Bryant?
No.
When he's behind Thibs? You don't see him more and more in Thibs' ear? Thibs turning to him and talking to him? You don't see him lately on the sidelines also standing with Thibs on the line?
But that's good.
Think about that.
That's what we were talking about before, is like adapting, right? And developing. That's even for Tibbs. He wouldn't listen to nobody last year. It was my way or the highway.
Now you see him, especially, it's almost like he's passing the torch over to Johnny Bryant. I see Johnny Bryant more on the sidelines.
But it's also what Dwight said too, that even the coach is learning. Like, he's learning how to take advice, and he's learning how to, take certain, like, relinquish some of the weight off of him and have the people that he put in place, like Brunson Sr., Bryant, and give it, because I've been hearing that. I definitely been hearing that a lot from other shows. Because we support all the shows in Knicks universe. Excuse the background. This is the hood. But yeah, we do support all shows, from top to bottom. And everybody's been saying it, bro. Johnny Bryant is definitely doing his thing.
And you got to give, again, this is what people want to give it to, but you got to give Tibbs props to give someone the option to even give some input and do it in there,
He has to, because the players, the players are listening to the other guys. They're listening to Rick. They're listening to Johnny, and it's nice to see the other assistant coaches talking with the players when they're coming off the court in a timeout. They all rush the players and they're right in their ear. You see Johnny Bryant in the guy's face. You see I forget the Asian coach's name. You see Rick Brunson always going up even to not just his son, but to the other players in their ear and giving them advice. That excites me. I like that. I like that the other coaches are there in their ear, not just Thibs.
Yeah, I agree with that. And shout out to Julius Randle for not slapping any laptops during timeouts. So I give him props on that. So I think he has a shot with the
Yeah, and that shit ain't
contract.
happening. That shit is not happening, man. Not.
Right, we got to give him props from that adjustment. That's a
Can't
big
get cool.
adjustment. That's a big
He still
adjustment.
has. He still wants to
why
get the
that
last
is?
word.
Hey, you know why that is? They
You
gave
got to
the
show your
last
face. We can't see you on YouTube. You got to get back on
Yeah,
because it's not showing.
no, I said, you know why that hasn't happened? They gave the laptop to Brunson Senior.
He got the death grip on it. Go ahead.
And he's like, take a look at this. You see what you did? You heard?
You got that right. You got that right. Yeah. So I think we're gonna do good. It's gonna be a great All-Star. I think it's gonna be a great All-Star break. 22 games, fellas. 22 games. And do we make the playoffs in 22 games?
Bro, we're already there.
We already
That's
made
like,
the playoffs. We're in the playoffs.
we're already in there, bro. That's not even a question. We're in there.
We ain't losing. We ain't losing the spot, dude. We can only go up. We can only get better. Man. We're gonna start climbing the
Exactly.
charts. We're only gonna get better. Who's ahead of us right now? Philly.
I'll
In
tell you
fifth?
right now. I'll tell you right now. So right
Philly's in
now,
third.
Brooklyn's
Miami.
in fifth. Brooklyn's in fifth. They're one game ahead of us. Cleveland is in fourth, and they're 5 games ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's Philly, Milwaukee, and Boston. So Brooklyn could definitely take a fall. So it's a good possibility we could be in fifth.
Yeah.
So, and unless we go on a crazy run, and Phil, that means we need to win 17 out of 20 to hit your 50 burger. 17 out of 22.
I think we can win. Shit, I think we can
50.
win. I think we can win 18.
Hey, that's what's up with Knicks Nation, boy. We got hope. We got hope. Keep hope alive. 18.
Hey, this is my hashtag. Watch my faith work.
Hey, you ain't wrong about that. Faith moves mountains, right?
Listen, we're gonna ball out like always.
22 games.
Ooh, we got Mitch Rob back, son.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even want to rush him. I don't even want to rush him. I still want to give him. I need him at 100. I don't want no soreness.
You think Mitch wants to sit and wait? You think
No,
that guy
he
wants to sit and wait and watch
No.
from the bench? I don't think so.
Yeah, but
I
you gotta
think he
say
wants to get in there, and I think he wants to battle motherfuckers and make a statement. Because remember, he's trying to make more money. He's got a lot of family to feed, so he's trying to make that bag.
he got the bag already though. He got his bag.
He's trying to make more of a bag. He's trying to make the big bag.
He's trying to hit those.
He's not
bonuses.
satisfied. He's
There's
hungry.
a lot of bonus and incentives.
Exactly. Doesn't he
those
have a bonus
contracts.
incentive? Yeah, he's trying to get that bag, son.
Listen, the organization's like, look, we need you. We need him over anything healthy in the playoffs. These next 22 games is big. It's huge and it's big, and we definitely want him in there.
Yeah,
but
we
I would
definitely
still
gonna
want to
need him
ease
healthy when we are in the playoffs and we're battling these teams every night.
Ease him in. Ease him in. Minute restrictions. I'll give him
We've been
first
doing
5.
good. We've been doing good with Hart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who did you say we play? If we were to play right now, who we playing in third?
M Angelo 96 said we'd be playing third, so that means we'd be playing Philly.
Yeah, Philly.
I like our chances there.
I like our chances.
Yeah.
I like our chances against Philly.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
there's
don't
gonna
wanna
be
see.
the game that
They don't want to see us.
So we got to control Harton's.
That would also be a good battle of the coaches because Thibs was Doc Rivers' assistant coach when they won the chip.
Yeah, we'd have that on our side because Doc Rivers sucks in the playoffs. So, hey, I want that.
Yeah. So listen,
we need that Doc Rivers curse.
Nah.
Yeah, bro.
Wait, what you said? Go ahead, Phil.
No, I was just saying, bro. Like, shit, I forgot what the fuck I was saying.
Well, playoffs. We talking playoffs?
Yeah,
playoffs.
Yeah, we
All
definitely.
Like I said, I also look at the lineup between the coach that we're gonna battle. You know, it's like you said. You know, we battle against Doc Rivers pretty good. It's been 50-50 so far. I think they've won the amount of times that we've met. Do they have a game over us, or we're equal when it comes to?
I think they're up. One.
I think they might be one. They might have one game on us.
Yeah.
I look at the coaches, the battle of the coaches, the adjustment that Thibs has to make against whoever we're playing. You know, the Celtics coach. It has been
You right, but you right, but I see it more on player versus player.
That most definitely.
You already know is Philly only has a fucking Embiid and Harding. Yeah, I mean, I think is Maxi on that team? No,
They're not as deep. I don't
Max
think
is
they're
on
not
that
as
team.
deep. Yeah,
yeah. I
Maxi,
mean, they got players, but when you match them up with our players, like we should have the
they
upper
match
hand.
up.
And
Should.
on top of that, we need Mitch back a little bit so he could get a little bit of the chemistry in there with the new player, the new adjustments. You feel? I mean, Mitch is gonna do what he always does, guaranteed. But the rest of the players, how we elevated our bench, like I don't see us losing.
I think what Miguel says has some credibility to it too. So I do agree that the coaches do have some kind of impact on it. Two of the coaches right now in the top 6. So you're talking about Brooklyn, who has Jacques Vaughn, the old Magic's coach. So he's a newcomer, still a little wet behind the ears. He's got a whole bunch of new players that he just got. He's maximizing his opportunity, but
he's doing good.
He's an interim coach. So against Tibbs' mind, I think he'll take an L in a series. And then you got the Boston coach. The Boston is holding on to a thread because the players been playing together so long. So that's what's keeping them going because they have that chemistry. They got that chemistry and they can flow with whoever you put in there. But their coach,
the Boston coach was also their offensive coach last year before they got rid of I forget his name, Embiid, whatever's
yeah, he went to the front office. So he went Brad, whatever.
So their coach, the coach in Boston, he's got some roots and he's been coaching that squad for at least 2 or 3 years, I think, as a head coach this year. But before he was in their offensive coach.
But what wins
if I'm not mistaken?
Defense
wins. Defense,
right? And that's where look. There's only so much offense you.
He's got him playing very good defense too.
Well, right, they're doing good right now, and Smart's not in the game because Smart's not in it. When Smart gets in there, they're dangerous.
I'm out of here, guys.
All right, bro.
All right, dude.
My phone just died.
Well, let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up then.
Well, thank you all for being here for the Organic Fanatic Podcast Show with the new Knicks, aka Phil, Double PH. Follow us there. And Vidal, go ahead. What you got to say, Miggy?
Yeah, let's go Knicks. Let's get some rest. And let's come out heavy the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months. Let's go Knicks.
We got a big layover, 9 days off. We got the fantastic All-Star. You guys enjoy the All-Star. Give your vote in. Support your Knicks Nation. Support us. Like, subscribe. Give a comment, even if you don't like it. Shout out to all the people in the chat. M. Angelo96, Jay Blaze. We appreciate y'all. Give us a comment. Give us feedback. Thank you. Salute. Knicks Nation to the next time. We appreciate y'all joining us. We out.